It's 8 p.m. and here are our top stories in 90 seconds.
It's essential that they are part of this process to be able to get vaccines early.
Colorado restaurant workers could start to get vaccinated as early as March.
I think they're going to be an essential part in helping this industry that has been so critically decimated rebound.
We're live with new details on the process to help an industry critically impacted by the pandemic. Complaint?
I want to know when I'm going to be able to request my payments.
After complaint.
I just want to know when I can file.
Coloradans are fed up with trying to file for unemployment.
It's really heartfelt, and I can't be the only family that's having this problem.
Tonight, Contact Denver7 works to get answers for people worried about losing it all. Plus, new adult charges filed for 2 teens accused of killing 5 members of a Denver family.
It's a crime that even many adults would never think of committing.
Rockies fans memorialize Nolan Arenado, who was officially being shipped off to St. Louis.
You can't be this dumb and this disrespectful to the people of Colorado and expect us to stay after all this time.
And we hope you enjoyed the warm weather because a blast of winter is headed our way. Good Tuesday evening, and thank you for watching Denver7 News on Local 3. I'm Jessica Porter. We start tonight with a live look inside the U.S. Capitol. Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick has been given the rare distinction of lying in honor inside the Capitol Rotunda. His remains were brought in just moments ago. Sicknick was killed during the violent insurrection last month. President Biden is on his way to pay his respects. Then tomorrow, members of Congress will do the same. And after a private viewing for Sicknick's family, his remains will be escorted to Arlington National Cemetery for a burial. Our thoughts and prayers are with Sicknick and his family tonight. Our top story, restaurant workers now have a path forward to getting vaccinated. Today, the Colorado Restaurant Association announced employees will be vaccinated at the same time as grocery store workers. Denver7's Addie Guajardo joins us live. And Addie, they've been added to the list. So what does the timeline look like?
Well, Jessica, they've definitely been moved up to the list, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen right away. They're going to have to hang on tight, and that's because healthcare workers working directly with COVID-19 patients, staff, and residents at long-term health facilities, and those 70 and older remain a priority to get vaccinated. Now, let's take a look at this breakdown. The goal is to vaccinate those 70 and older, 70% of that population by the end of February. Phase 1B.2 includes all Coloradans 65 to 69. This is expected to start as early as next week. Teachers and classroom workers are also on this list and are expected to get vaccinated during a 2 to 3 week stretch in February. Now then, once those shots are all done, in Phase 1B.3, restaurant workers will be included in this group with frontline essential workers, which include grocery workers, postal workers, bus drivers, and those working in food and agriculture. A spokesperson with the state health department says this phase is expected to start on March 5th.
I think they're going to be an essential part in helping this industry that has been so critically decimated rebound. Not only I think will it make their guests feel more comfortable, it'll certainly help to keep those employees safe.
Now, Sonia Riggs says that the current understanding is that all restaurant workers from the host to wait staff, and cooks will qualify for the shot. Now, we also reached out to the governor's office. They released a statement that says this makes it clear, this is simply a clarification, they say, that restaurant workers are included in the food category. It goes on to say the exact timing of Phase 1B.3 really depends on the number of vaccine Colorado receives. At this time, they've only received vaccine estimates for the next 3 weeks. Now, those restaurant workers say they are just thrilled. They say this is a win they've been fighting for since the beginning. Reporting live, Addie Guajardo, Denver7.
Addie, thank you. We are following breaking news tonight at 8. A skier-triggered avalanche near Silverton has turned from a rescue mission to a recovery mission. 3 backcountry skiers went missing in the large avalanche in southwestern Colorado. The San Juan County Sheriff's Office says recovery efforts of the bodies will take place tomorrow. They will then work with the coroner to identify the victims. Colorado pharmacies will soon receive up to 10,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. Today, the Biden administration announced that 1 million doses will be going out to 6,500 pharmacies across the U.S. sometime next week. Governor Polis said he got the official word on the Colorado vaccine shipments today. He added that this is a step forward, especially in getting Coloradans in rural areas vaccinated.
We're glad that this is additional supply, that 50 additional pharmacies in Colorado will have likely between 5,000 and 10,000 doses next month. That's being done pro rata across the country, so it's direct shipment to pharmacies.
Governor Polis also announced plans to expand the state's at-home COVID-19 test program. That would include rapid tests for restaurant workers. Plans for those tests are still being worked out. Colorado reported 930 cases and 63 deaths today. Fewer than 600 people are currently in the hospital. The positivity rate is 5.7%. And remember, the World Health Organization recommends staying below 5. The complaints keep coming into the Denver7 newsroom about the state's labor department. Coloradans in need are trying to file for unemployment, only to hit a wall. We know the labor department is doing the best they can, but a lot of Coloradans are counting on them right now. Here's Contact Denver7's Ivan Rodriguez.
Hi, my name is Devon.
My name is Joe Kelly.
Hi, my name is Deborah Gomez.
Dozens of calls coming into Contact Denver7, people from all walks of life.
I'm a blackjack dealer in Central City.
I have stage 4 cancer.
But all of them with similar questions for Colorado's Department of Labor and Employment.
I want to know when I'm going to be able to request my payments.
I just want to know when I can file.
On Monday, CDLE notified about 230,000 people they could reopen their PUA and PEUC claims and would begin rolling the process in phases. But many haven't been able to even ask questions over the phone.
It's just a busy line.
And when you try calling the main line to schedule a call back, appointments are either 2 weeks away or you can't make one at all.
Sorry, we currently don't have any slots available.
It's really heartfelt, and I can't be the only family that's having this problem.
I spent upwards of 11 hours between Thursday, Friday, yesterday, and today. 11 hours upwards on hold to get nothing accomplished.
CDLE says it has all hands on deck trying to answer questions coming in, many having to do with the rollout process. As of Monday evening, 60,000 Coloradans requested 150,000 weeks of payment. The majority of these payments backdated to December 27th for people who had not exhausted those benefits when the CARES Act expired. For people still waiting, time isn't on their side.
I am lucky enough to be able to have a little bit of savings, but I can't imagine what it would be like for somebody that didn't have that little bit of cushion. And it's gone now. It's now February. It's been 5 weeks. My cushion, my savings is gone.
CDLE says it's adding staff this week to its main call center. It expects to have more specific totals on Thursday of how many accounts have been reopened. Ivan Rodriguez, Denver7.
Now, we've spent a lot of time over the last year getting to know the people at the Labor Department, and we want you to know they are working day and night to make the system work. Until it does, we're happy to serve as a go-between. Call us using the number on your screen if you continue to have issues filing for benefits. Email works great as well. President Biden is pushing forward with his $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. He met with Republican lawmakers yesterday to discuss their alternate $600 billion plan. But today, Biden told Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer the GOP proposal was too small and is directing lawmakers to move ahead on his plan. New charges have been filed against 2 teens accused of starting a fire that killed a local Senegalese family in Denver. They will now be charged as adults. A third suspect is still being charged as a juvenile. Denver7's Gary Brode spoke with a friend of the family who says those new charges are a right move.
What's left of the family's home was now torn down on the same day that the district attorney announced charges for the 3 teens accused of setting the fire that killed that family of 5. We're finding out that the charges against them just got more serious.
These 2 16-year-olds just became adults in the court's eye, and they're now facing dozens of charges in the August house fire that killed 5 people, including 2 children.
It's a crime that even many adults would never think of committing, right? So I think anybody who can come around to committing that deserves to get the book thrown at them.
Kevin Bowie and Gavin Seymour, both 16-year-olds, are facing charges for a fire that killed Jabril and Aja Joel and their 2-year-old daughter, Kaja. along with Jabril's sister, Hassan, and her infant daughter, Hawa. Amadou Dieng says every time new information is brought to light in the case of his friend's murder, he relives that horrible night.
We just go right back to that day. It's as if it had just happened. I know, it's the way I felt when we got the information on Wednesday. I remember going to bed at night just feeling confused, right? It was just, why would this happen? Why would it happen to GB and his family? And then why would this crime be committed by such young kids?
Bowie and Seymour are being charged with 60 felonies, including first-degree murder. A 15-year-old was also arrested and is charged with 47 felony counts. His name has not been released as his case will be referred to the juvenile courts. But the district attorney is requesting that he also be tried as an adult.
There is a lot that still doesn't make sense. And I think until we have answers to all of those questions, then we still are a long way to go in this process of healing.
And Dieng tells me since police claim they have the people responsible for that fire, family, friends, and the community now want to know the how and maybe more importantly, the why. Reporting in Green Valley Ranch, Gary Brode, Denver7.
And our money is gone. And our house is gone.
Countless bad contractors are taking advantage of Coloradans, taking your money and taking off.
We just don't want them doing it to anyone else.
After several complaints, Contact Denver7 is stepping in to try and put an end to this shady business.
Quite a Groundhog's Day today with mid-60s, but there's snow not too far away.
Plus, Rockies fans are fuming at the loss of Nolan Arenado.
Are you going to be a Rockies fan next year?
I am gone.
Coming up, what any remaining fans can expect after the trade of their star third baseman.
Move it too. Oh, the play and the move.